Alright, we are loaded, packed, and ready to go. Minus the... I haven't installed the seatbelt yet, so give me a sec. Alright, safety side of things done. Alright, let's go.
What's it about?
Great. Alright, fingers crossed we don't have any issues. Car's super smoky right now. Super smoky. Revs like crap, drives somewhat okay, but I just feel that I'm not driving the best at the moment. Tires seem a little bit deflated. I think this car has more issues than just a bad O2 sensor. But it's just not taking air. Like 1, 2, but 3 onwards, it seems to be struggling. There's the thing with sunroofs, you can hear vibrations everywhere. Well, my sunroof anyway. Maybe because I've taken this thing apart so many times. I don't know if the fuel gauge works or if I'm running low on fuel. It should work. I just filled it up with a jerry can. Maybe I should go fill it up just in case. I think I should fill it up just in case. Just because it's running super rich at the moment and it makes sense that it'd be burning way more fuel. So let me go do that. So whilst I was attempting to fill up, my car just died. Like battery died, so I'm trying to find a jump start. Just notice shiny, not shiny. I don't know why. It's warm, so it's not like it's not getting any heat, but I just don't know why. So we have a coolant leak coming from somewhere. Coming from this hose. We have managed to find someone that has jumper cables. So he's just pouring petrol at the moment. And as soon as he's done, he'll come around and help me out. Which is super lucky, and hopefully the battery was the problem. Because if it's not the problem, then Voda's really got a lot to look after. Like I said, now we've got the ASAV, we've got the O2 sensor, we've got the now new coolant leak that's just appeared, and we have a problem with the drivability or backfiring or something. Maybe it's something simple, but knowing me, it's probably something obvious and I just overlooked it. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't even have a spark plug in there. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, very nice gentleman helped me, so I do appreciate it. And it's got the exact same alarm. Alright, let's set up the camera just in case the window smashes again. We're hoping it doesn't, but I think it's a good insurance to have. Fuel gauge does not work, and I'm having trouble getting to first gear. Do something at my foot. It's really annoying. There's a few things that I have to clean up, so safe to say that I am not ready for a roadworthy. It's very safe to say that. Fuel gauge does not work. So, but we've got 20 litres of 98. And I thought maybe it'd be the petrol issue, but no, it was not. So fuel gauge doesn't work. So I have to talk to Osan Projects. I don't think it'd be him, but I probably need another cluster just to double check. Might take it from my sedan, because the white cluster would suit the sedan more than this car. Alright, we're getting onto the freeway, guys. See, going uphill does not want to go. My foot's all the way down. something up with this. We're going to stay and we're going to do 90 on the freeway because we've really got those issues. We really have all those issues, and I don't want to make it any worse. So we've got the number, like I said, drivability sucks. Gearbox, gear 1 sucks. Coolant sucks. Fuel gauge doesn't work. O2 sensor. It's just a massive list, and I'm pretty sure you'll find more and more and more. Sensing a new smell in the car. Something's scraping against something. Not too sure. Voda, sir. Hopefully you can save me. We made it, and look what he has here. A 4-door DB8. Not what you see normally in Australia, and it's got the goods too. The drive was horrid, and I don't know what that noise is. There's a latch. There's a latch there. I've got a safety strap. Hold on. don't
Yeah, I thought that would happen.
Oh.
I saw the windscreen.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God.
Why you do like this?
I don't know, but I don't know why this header's like that. Cause
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, this equally.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I was just thinking like maybe this is not getting, like I touched it but it's still fucking hot, and I'm like maybe it's not getting power or something. But recently I just found out I've got a number of issues with the car.
This guy's not working.
Huh?
The CV's about not working.
Is that?
That's the.
Oh.
Turn it off. It's creating too much vacuum.
Okay.
Anyways, yes.
Okay. So I've recently found out I've got a coolant leak from there. I don't know why, but it seems like it's probably dried itself up.
Yeah, probably did. This hose.
Yeah, but I don't know why. And all these reasons are just random new things that have just popped up. Battery's somewhat kind of dead because before I poured petrol, I started the car again and wouldn't start. There it goes. Now it's leaking. See?
Yeah.
Maybe it's pressure.
It is.
Maybe it's pressure. All right, so there's that. There's the O2 sensor. Don't laugh at my O2 sensor worrying, okay?
Stock computer?
Yes.
Okay.
I've already took out the immobilizer chip, but that's what.
OBD2, OBD1.
Yeah, OBD2.
Okay.
So this is all I know, okay? I'm sorry, I can't tell you more. O2 sensor needs wiring up because I can't figure it out. Wiring's dodgy. ECU's already out. Drives balls. It's got no power. And maybe it's because of the O2 sensor light's on.
Any other lights on with it?
No, the only code that's flashing is 41.
Okay, O2. Okay.
Yeah, it's the only one that's flashing is 41. And on top of that, I've noticed that I can't really get into gear 1 unless I go into gear 2 and then go into gear 1. I don't know why. It's a new clutch and everything, so I'm not too sure. I don't know. And also there's a loose cable and I don't know where that's from.
18 sensor.
And that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was the
Because it's OBD1, OBD2.
Maybe.
Got a few.
Yeah, I thought I thought it was just the O2 sensor was my issue, but after driving it here,
Yeah.
a lot of things have let go just on the drive here. So eyes on it, please.
No stress, I'll run
And
it.
hopefully I can just get it, ideally I just want to get it on roadworthy, so, you know. Nice car. And also, S15, and also, his other car. He has a color theme going on. But leaving the car in Voda's hands, and hopefully he fixes it without going mad. So we just left and we're keeping the car in Voda's hands and everything should be okay. Catching an Uber home with the little one, and we're gonna find something else to tinker around with in the meantime. I just met up with the DC2, the black JDM front owner, and what we're gonna do is that car's also gotta go to Voda for some work. So we'll do all the cutting of the guards there, and that way it should be nice and easy. So we should be expecting him to come pick up the car soon. And for anyone that needs their car to be serviced, maintained, or whatever, definitely contact Voda at VT Motor Services. Contact him. I'll drop his details somewhere here, and help him out, because he's getting a little bit bored with not working on super cool cars. So if you have anything that needs some work and don't want to drive to the east side, I highly recommend Voda.